In this video, we'll cover the basic layout of the Illustrator interface. I'll be using the 2021 version of Illustrator and working on a Mac. The Windows version is virtually identical, and I'll make sure to point out any differences. I'll be using the Essentials Classic Workspace in Illustrator, which you can activate by clicking Window, Workspace, Essentials Classic in the menu bar. We'll use this workspace to cover the most important parts of the interface. Getting familiar with these will help you get working as soon as possible. The menu bar, the toolbar, the control panel, the document window, the layers panel, and the appearance panel. At the top of the interface is the menu bar. Under the File and Edit menus, you'll find very common commands like starting a new file, opening, closing, saving, or cutting, copying, and pasting, as well as some Illustrator-specific actions. The Object menu gives us tools for editing various vector shapes. The Type menu gives us options for controlling text, fonts, and paragraph alignments. The Select menu helps target specific vector shapes or components of shapes. The Effect menu is one place we can go to apply visual styles to our vector shapes. The View menu lets you adjust how your documents display inside the document window. And the Window menu gives us options for which panels we see and how our workspace is arranged. The Help menu links to Illustrator's online tutorials and user forums, which are actually really great places to go for help. The toolbar is on the left-hand side of the screen. It contains tools grouped by section. At the top are selection tools, followed by tools for drawing vector shapes, reshaping tools for rotating, scaling, or otherwise changing existing shapes, color and shape editing tools, slicing and cutting tools, document window navigation tools, color pickers for fill and stroke, drawing mode selectors, a control for full screen mode, and finally a toolbar editor. You can activate any tool simply by clicking on it. Tool icons with a white triangle have sub-menus of similar tools. Just click and hold on those to see the whole group. Some tools work identically in both Photoshop and Illustrator. For example, the Zoom tool and the Hand tool will already be familiar. Other tools operate much differently, which can be especially confusing since they may share the same or similar names as those in Photoshop. Two examples are Illustrator's Paintbrush and Eraser tools. Avoid those for now, and we'll cover the differences in depth in another video. Below the menu bar is the Control panel. Here you'll find a wide array of information, including a description of the shapes that are currently selected, a set of style controls for setting things like fill and stroke, detailed settings for either the current tool or the currently selected shape, links to the document's setup details and your Illustrator preferences, alignment tools for moving and distributing shapes, and an editor that lets you customize what's in the control panel. The document window is the central part of the Illustrator interface. It's where you'll make graphical edits, and it shows the current file. In Illustrator, the visual working area of a file is also called the artboard. Each file has at least one artboard, but it's possible to have multiple in the same file, like this one. By default, we'll see files opened in tabs like this. Clicking on its tab will set that file as the current one, highlighting its file name in white. The Layers panel shows the layers of the current file. We can access it by clicking Window, Layers, or clicking the Layers icon. Every file will have at least one layer. We'll cover the Layers panel in depth in a separate video. The Appearance panel gives us a central control for editing the visual styles of vector art. We can access it by clicking Window, Appearance in the menu bar, or clicking the Appearance panel icon. Anytime vector artwork is selected, the Appearance panel shows us all the properties that control its visual presentation, as well as links for quickly editing those properties. We'll cover dealing with the Appearance panel in a separate video. Okay, that's an overview of the Illustrator interface.